You really want to find out what type of fish you want to start breeding. If you want to breed something easy, cheap, really pretty, well, that's the fish species we're going to be focusing on today. Pretty darn easy to tell the difference in male and female. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the video. Today, I'm going to be talking about some things that you will need to start, really breeding fish, if that's really what you want to do. So let's get right into it. First off, you really want to find out what type of fish you want to start breeding. So you know what I mean by that. If you want to breed something easy, cheap, really pretty, well, that's the fish species we're going to be focusing on today. I know it sounds like a really good combination, right? Well, that's the species we're going to be focused on today. So this is a species of fish that I've actually bred before several times in the past. I've also bred a fish called convex cichlid like this. Of course, everybody I'm sure has bred guppies. And that's pretty much it. I haven't really bred that many fish. I have the lights off in this tank right now, but this is just a 10-gallon tank. It's a typical tank that I breed fish in. So the fish in here are called Kribensis cichlid. That's the male coming out right there. Pretty darn easy to tell the difference in male and female. See, the male has a nice point on the end. The body is much longer. The female, I don't know if you guys can see her, she's hiding right there in that grass. She comes out when I feed. But the female, if she comes out, I would definitely show her to you guys. Shorter, and their stomach is very red looking. And that's basically just how you tell the difference in a male and a female. I know they sound pretty similar as far as what they look like, but when you see them side by side, which you're going to get the female to come out in a second, so I'm gonna throw some flakes in here. You can easily tell the difference in the male and the female. But these are easy fish to breed. They go for about $6 to $8.99 a piece. Basically, you just want to have them in a 10-gallon, a tank by themselves. They're not a very aggressive cichlid, pretty docile cichlid, so you can keep them with other stuff like tetras and stuff like that. But if you really wanted to breed them, I would really separate them and put them into like their own tank. Make sure you have a pretty good filter, a decent heater, and an aerator, and you're pretty well good to go. Now, what you want to make sure, as far as like places where they're going to be laying the eggs, you want to give something that's really smooth or flat, some type of like flat, hard surface. Broken clay pots are what I always put in my tanks when I'm trying to breed fish in. It will automatically, the female will automatically go and lay her eggs on the clay pot, and they basically would just stick there. And once they hatch, well, they'll just basically move the babies around in the tank. It is your choice if you want to take the babies out or not. I'm gonna try it this time. I've never done it. I'm gonna try it this time, see how it works, because I've had some problems in the past with a male trying to eat the babies after a few weeks, which will happen. I got this 5.5 gallon down here right here that I'm gonna actually put the babies in when they hatch. Now, I wouldn't go bare bottom in the tank that you're breeding the fish in, just because it's gonna make the fish feel a little more comfortable. Like in here, I just have black gravel. That's basically all you really need. Or you can go with sand, which can make it, very easy for you to see the babies, and they can't go down into the rocks and basically get trapped, because I did have that happen one time. I had some decent size, like pebble rock, about that big, in a Kribensis tank, and they had the babies, and the babies would go down into the rocks, search them for food, and they would actually get trapped in the rocks. Not sure how it happened. That's why I have a bare bottom tank in this fry tank that I'm gonna be putting the babies in, and that's basically so they can't get lost at all. Like I said, Kribensis, they're very good parents. They really will take care of the babies. Some males might try to eat the babies after a while if they're like a really big aggressive male. This guy, he's basically spawned like 3 times for me, and I've never had any problems with him. If you are gonna keep them in that same tank, basically all you need to feed them, basically you can get like some First Bites, which is like a powder form of food. You can crush up some flakes, but as a source of like constant food, they'll go around and look for stuff. But as you can see right there on this side of the tank, it's algae covered, and on this side it's not. That's because during the day this sunlight from outside comes in, and basically that's how the algae forms right there. Parents will move the babies around into the tank where they feel like there's food and where they can eat it, and they will move them over here, and the babies will go and peck off this algae right here, and that'll basically be like a constant source of food for them out through the day. Alright, when I got a few flakes, dump those in there, and that will definitely get the female coming out. Alright, and you see the female right back there in the back. She's a little skittish this morning, but as you can see, shorter body, got the really pinkish red stomach, And that is a definite female. Now, not all fish are like that. There's some very, very hard fish to get to breed out there that can be very expensive. But if you get them to breed, you can really make a good buck out of it. If you're wanting to breed something like angelfish, something like that, bigger fish actually do not have to be taken out of a tank with other fish. Really, any other fish won't really have to, but if you want to make them feel more comfortable, it is best to take them out of the tank and put them into a tank that there's no other fish in. As you see here, I have a 10-gallon of these Kribensis fish. You want to put them in a tank that's going to be smaller. If you're really wanting them to breed and they're not really noticing each other that well, put them in a tank that's kind of smaller, and they will definitely acknowledge each other and be like, you know, hey, maybe I'll pair up with this one. Now, some fish are different. They just will not like the other male or the other female, and it just will not work out. Something like angelfish, I put them in like a 20 to 29 gallon by themselves, so there's a good clay pot in there, some live plants, and you're basically good to go. And just see if I don't know, you know, they might not. And as far as like guppies, platies, mollies, they're just gonna do it. Like it just don't matter. They're gonna pair up with whichever one. You gotta have a red cobra guppy pair up with like a lemon cobra guppy. It's not gonna matter. They're gonna pair up. And platies and mollies, they'll typically go after ones that they'll typically go after their same species as far as like breeding them. But sometimes they will go after other platies and mollies. Now, I don't have any live plants in this tank right now, but I am going to be getting some, so that way it'll make them feel a lot more comfortable. But if you were just getting into breeding fish, wanting to try it, I really do recommend Kribensis. Now, there's another really easy fish out there, another species of cichlid that gets a little bit bigger. It's even cheaper though, typically, unless you get like a bigger one, which you don't really have to. And this fish I bred before, and that is the convict. Now, they will have tons of babies, and they will continuously have babies over and over again. Now, best way to tell a bit difference a male and female of them, male would just be all like gray with black stripes, and the female will really have like a really reddish, pinkish center, and that'll be your female. Once they get that reddish, pinkish center type in their stomach area, that is when they are ready to breed and have babies. Just put them in a 10-gallon clay pot. You don't even need no live plants for them. Just aerator, good heater, good filter, you know, a really fine substrate, really small gravel or sand, and they're gonna have babies, I promise you. But that is pretty much it, you guys. Now, as far as like breeding for profit, it's not something I do. I mean, I just do breeding for fun, basically, experimenting with different types of fish. Like I said, I really do recommend like Kribensis or convicts. It's a really easy fish to start off with. They're gonna have a ton of babies, and they're great parents. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please sure to drop a like on the video. Make sure you guys subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'm gonna be showing you guys all the new fish that we got in the new tank in the next video, and also the two other mollies that I said did not come in, and also that pair of guppies. They did come in, except for the pair of guppies have not came in yet, but the two mollies did come in. So anyways, guys, with that being said, guys, I will see you all in the next video. Peace.